Okay, so how are we all doing? We're doing okay? I got some messages coming through. Okay, awesome. So I just kind of wanted to bring us back because some of you have reached out about the invitation to look at your Saturn and your astrology. And I highly recommend you do it because there's so many little clues there. And essentially what you are looking for is where Capricorn and Aquarius live in your chart. So even if you don't have a planet in Capricorn or Aquarius, and those are very like foreign to you, because we don't have all of the signs, right? We have all of the houses. So we have all of the energies that create the zodiac in the chart. And so you're trying to figure out where is your Capricorn house and where is your Aquarius house. And when you understand where that is for you, because it will probably be very different for each one of us, we don't always have a traditional sort of original blueprint astrological chart. Some of us do, some of us don't. There's going to be themes there for you to look into. And through the themes, through the archetypes, right, the deeper mysteries are revealed, and it can become a little bit like a mirror to your process, and maybe even a voice to something that you're experiencing, but you don't quite know how to articulate that. And I find that quite often through astrology, where I'm kind of going through something that I can't quite put my finger on. But if I start to kind of research, and it's a puzzle, and you're putting all of these different puzzle pieces together, right, you can kind of start to make sense of maybe what is happening for you, and then also how to project and how to strategize, so that if we notice maybe we're going through something that does feel a little bit more like an obstacle, or, oh, I've got to like go through that now kind of energy, we can strategize and we can figure out a way to meet the energy and to work with it so that it can be as smooth as possible, or at least as nourishing as possible. And so with the zodiac, with all of the signs, with all of the planets, we have mantras that work with everything, right? And the mantra is essentially, it's how we construct the energy field around us, and then also inside of us, right? So when we're chanting mantra, right, we're kind of creating or tuning into that energy that lives within us, and then it's responding to the environment, right? And we're starting to kind of mirror and magnetize through that. So we're gonna just kind of move our bodies today and flow a little bit. And we're gonna see if we have time at the end. We'll chant some traditional Vedic prayers to bring the light and illumination forward into our lives as we move through the day and through this process. So let's go ahead and bring the hands together at the heart and just come up nice and tall. And just taking a few deep breaths and beginning to align yourself here, aligning yourself with your purpose, your intention, and knowing that if you need to move slow today, you're going to move nice and slow. We're going to do a lot of different shapes. And we're going to work the breath into the shapes, and the shapes themselves are like a divine mirror into our subconscious, and reflecting to us where we are open, where the energy is maybe not so fluid. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And feel your sits bones rooting down into the earth. And as you root down into the earth, lift up tall through the spine. Use a bit of that navel energy to lift the heart and to lift up through the crown of the head, and just bring yourself back to that original love for yoga, that original love for finding your first yoga practice, your first teacher, your first studio. Breathing in deep and breathing out. And then Saturn brings us back to all of our teachers and brings us back into the root of our being. Breathing in and breathing out. Let's inhale for the sound of Om, breathing in. Find a breath in. And on the exhale, let's go ahead, bow the head towards the hands and towards the heart. This symbol of releasing the egoic mind into the prayer, into the compassionate heart center. Let's come up tall through the crown of the head. You can let your eyes open. You can bring your hands down. And let's just bring the left hand out to the left. You're going to reach the right arm up and over, and you're just going to stretch through that right side body. Beautiful. And just take a nice deep breaths here. And see where you can kind of drop your right hip a little bit more, drop through the right hip, the right sits bone, get a little more space through the outer rib cage. And then slowly bring yourself up through center on your breath. Bring your right hand down. Let's reach the left arm up and over. And you're just going for some length here, noticing if the side of the waist feels a little bit sleepy. And trying to kind of ping your left sits bone down, let your left thigh get nice and heavy here. Let's take another breath in and another breath out. And then I want you to come on up nice and tall, and you're just going to open the arms, and the palms can face forward, just nice and easy. And you can even close your eyes here and bring your gaze into that third eye point. And we're just suspending through the arms. You're just allowing the muscles of the shoulders to turn on a bit here. You're going to feel your pelvic floor turn on. You're going to feel your low belly turn on. Breathing in deep. And breathing out. Let's stay here for 2 more rounds of breath. Inhaling, just allowing the body to arrive. And exhale, let's stay for 1 more. And exhale, you can release your arms down. Very good. And then you're going to come and lay down on your belly. And you're welcome to make like a little pillow or turn your head, or maybe you cactus the arms. I want you to just come down to a restful shape here. And just let your body find the earth. Keep the breath body strong. Ujjayi breaths, like constriction in the back of the throat. And this is going to help the mind stay a bit more present. And you're going to have thoughts that come and go. You're going to have miracle thoughts coming through. And just without attachment, noticing what rises and coming back into the present. And if your head is in one direction, go ahead and take it in the opposite direction, and just notice if there's any sensitivity on the other side of the neck, or maybe even down into the shoulder. Let's take a nice deep breath in, and a deeper breath out. And then bring your forehead onto the ground and bring your hands underneath your shoulders, almost like you're going to prep for a cobra pose. Very good. And then look over to the right side. So turn your head to look over to the right and reach your right arm out long. So your wrist is in line with your shoulder, and your arm is in a straight line from wrist to shoulder, and let it touch the ground. Bring your hand to the ground, bring the side of your face to the ground. Relax. Good. And then turn your head and look over to the left. Keep your left hand as it is. Bend your left knee on the inhale, and as you exhale, you're going to roll over onto your right arm. So we're going to open that shoulder and kind of open that part of the chest. The foot is like a little kickstand, and if it feels better to maybe just stack the legs, you can stack the legs. You can figure out a new way with the legs if there is any tension or you're not able to fully move on to that right arm. Breathe in deep. breathe out. And then if you want to take your left arm towards the ceiling, if you want to reach it back behind you, almost like you're maybe just letting it suspend in space, or if you want to bring it into kind of a half bind feeling, bringing your left shoulder a bit more onto the right. So you want to feel like your left shoulder blade is falling onto the right shoulder blade, whichever variation you're taking. Deepening the breath here. Two more, and just one more breath in, and just stay for that breath out. And if you've got that left arm in a variation, you'll just start to reach it up and bring it down to the ground. You're just going to roll out onto your belly, turn your head over to the right side, so you're releasing the neck, and you can take your hands by your waist and let the shoulders just fall and release to the ground. Let's take a deep breath in through the nose, and then open the mouth and maybe let some sound out. Let anything that will help you to release the tension. Breathing in and breathing out. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Take your head, turn your head over to the left side. This is just so you can see the alignment, and then reach your left arm out long so the wrist is in line with the shoulder. It's straight out. Good. And then you're going to turn your head and look over to the right again. Bend your right knee on the inhale, and as you exhale, make your way onto that left arm. Bring your right foot behind you like a little kickstand. Make any adjustments so that you can hang out here for a few moments. Bigger breath in. And a bigger breath out. And then if you feel like you want to take that variation on this side, starting to reach your right arm up, taking it behind you, or maybe you just let it suspend. And even here, while we do that Kundalini style practice, we know that things are quite intense, so we can maybe feel the energy body a bit more intensely. So even here, when you're moving a little bit slower, just try to notice the architecture of the body, the architecture of the meridian points, how the energy is flowing, what can I do to adjust to maybe create more flow, or to bring more prana into the shape or into a specific point in the body structure, maybe the shoulder, the heart, releasing tension in the soles of the feet, releasing tension in the thighs, in the jaw. To the ground. Let's roll out onto the belly, turn your head, look over to the left, bring your arms towards your hips, let the shoulders get really soft towards the ground. Take an inhale here, and again open your mouth, exhale, let the breath go, and just take a moment noticing the rise and the fall of the energy, where the blood wants to flow, especially when we come out of holding a posture, right? The blood flows a bit more freely, the energy flows a bit more freely. Then bring the forehead to the floor, take your hands behind you and interlace the fingers now, and if you can get the heels of the hands to the touch, go for it. press the tops of the feet down. Let's keep the legs down. Let's really bring some energy into the lower chakras, the feet, the tailbone pressing down slightly, and then begin to lift your head, lift your heart, and just reach your arms back behind you. And it doesn't need to be a super deep back bend, but think of lengthening the spine, lifting through the chest. Bring the prana into the heart space. Give it one more inhale. Exhale, bring your forehead down. Take your hands underneath your shoulders. Press back into a child's pose. Bring your sits bones to your heels and your forehead to the floor. And let's reach the arms forward. Let's make it a little more active. You can keep the hands about shoulder width apart, maybe even a little bit wider if that feels nice. And think of pressing actively through your fingerprints to move your sits bones towards the heels. Give the spine a little bit of space to surrender. Maybe the heart can fall a bit more towards the floor. Breathe into the back body. Let's take one more breath in. And one more breath out, and then you're going to come on up onto hands and knees, and we're going to come into our hatha style cat-cow. So we'll bring the knees under the hips, the wrists under the shoulders. The ankles can stay in line with the knees. Inhale, lift the tailbone, lift the chest, and exhale, round the spine. Inhaling to lengthen, going at your pace. Exhaling to round. Spreading through the fingers now, and maybe pressing the tops of the feet down, especially as you round the spine. You can really begin to awaken the nerves through the legs. And taking care of yourself. If you need to go a little bit slower, you're going a little bit slower. Do two more, and just take it as you need to. If you need to pause in one shape for a little bit longer, do that. Good, and then come into a neutral spine. Nice flat back. Lift the belly just slightly so you've got a little bit of engagement there. Pelvic floor is engaged if you're engaging today. And you're going to move forward into puppy pose. So you're going to walk your arms forward, bring your chest to the ground. Maybe your chin comes to the ground, maybe your forehead. Hips are going to stay above the knees, really nice. And if you want it even more intensified, bring your thumbs to touch, and that will kind of narrow the arms a bit more. Yeah, and roll the shoulders kind of down and in. And we're going to take a few rounds of breath here. Ujjayi breath, concentrating deeply, allowing that upper spine to open. And we want to keep a little bit of engagement through that pelvic floor. So it's not quite a mula bandh, right? But it's a sensitivity. It's a sense of lifting, which is going to help all of the muscles in the front body protect the back body. So if you're on your moon, just be very mindful as you're moving through this practice today. We're going to stay for 3 more breaths. You can do it. For 3. For 2. For 1. You're going to move forward into a Sphinx pose. So walk yourself forward. Your elbows are underneath your shoulders. Move your legs back in space. So again, your hips come down to the ground. Just take a moment and open that heart space. Roll the shoulders onto the back body. Press the tops of the feet down, extend your tailbone towards the heels of the feet, press the arm bones down to move the collarbones forward, bring energy from the base of the spine up into the third eye space. Feel like there's a long, clear channel, the Sushumna. The energy to flow, breathing in. Let's do another breath in. On that exhale, bring your forehead to the ground, sweep your arms behind you to the opposite interlacing, press through the tops of the feet. And then again, reach your arms back, lift your head, lift your chest, keep pressing the tops of the feet down, lifting through the collarbones, trying to move the tailbone, move the pubic bone down into the earth, first and second chakras. Exhale your forehead down, bring your hands underneath your shoulders, come into a low cobra, press down, lift the heart, elbows in, downward facing dog. As you exhale, you can bend the knees, come all the way up and back, and feel free to pedal through your feet a bit, sway the hips out from right to left. Take a breath in through the nose, you can open the mouth, let something go. Okay, let's take the right leg up and back on the inhale. Let's step the foot forward in between the hands. Right knee above right ankle. Come onto your fingertips, or even feel free to grab some blocks here. Reach through the back heel. Move your collarbones a bit more forward, like you're stretching the spine. Let's take a deep breath in. Let's straighten through that front leg. Let's bring the hips back and fold the nose towards the knee. And then lengthen the spine again. Keep the legs as they are. Keep pressing the thighs back. And again, exhale, fold the nose towards the knee. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, use the legs to move the heart forward. And exhale, fold. Beautiful. Bend into your right knee and take your right arm up to the sky. So you're finding a twist. And now reach into your back leg. Bring the back leg into the shape. Heart is moving up towards the sky. Then slowly bring your right arm forward and down to the ground and step to downward facing dog. Press the legs back. Hips are nice and tall. Good. Come forward into your plank pose on the inhale. And lower knees, chest, and chin on the exhale. Just nice, gentle vinyasa. Come forward, low cobra, tops of the feet, lift the heart. And downward facing dog as you exhale. Come all the way up and back. Take a breath in. Open the mouth, let it go. Let's reach that left leg up and back on the breath in. Step the foot forward as you breathe out. Take a moment. The left knee is above the left ankle. We're going to come onto fingertips. You can even grab blocks here. Roll the shoulders back. Move the heart forward. Take a breath in. Straighten through the legs, peel the hips back and fold. Take your time, nice and easy. And then lift the chest, inhaling. Exhale, fold. And one more time, lengthen the chest, breathing in. And exhale, fold into the legs. Bending into your front knee, take your left arm to the sky. You're in a low lunge twist. Reach through your back heel so that back leg is nice and meaty, nice and strong. Reach your left arm forward as you breathe in, circle it to the ground, downward facing dog as you breathe out, step it all the way back. Come forward into plank pose on the inhale. You could lower all the way down one solid line. You can stay with knees, chest, chin. Lift the heart into your cobra, let it grow. Beautiful. Downward facing dog, exhale. Coming all the way back. We're going to take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. So we're going to move side to side in our flow today. I'm just letting you know because maybe there's some things around you. If you need to adjust your mat, adjust the mat. Good. Let's take the right leg up and back, breathing in. Let's bend the knee and open through the hip. Good. Straighten through the right leg on the breath in. And step the foot forward in between the hands. Good. This time, take your right arm up to the sky as you inhale. So you're coming right into the twist, and you're going to stay for the exhale. Reach your right arm forward as you take it to the ground. You're going to walk to the left. So you're going to come in between your legs. Find a lengthened spine on the breath in. Beautiful. And then exhale, fold in between the legs. We'll take a couple of breathings here. Inhaling. And exhale. And another breath in, feeling the strength of the legs. And another breath out. And let's take a flat back on the inhale. Low lunge at the top of your mat. So go to your right leg, spin the right toes forward, come on the ball of the back foot. Step your left foot to the top of the mat as you breathe in, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold into the legs. Let's round up to stand, engage the navel, engage the core, reach the arms to the sky, and as you come up, hook the thumbs above the head. So go ahead and meet me there, where the thumbs are hooked up nice and tall. Take a deep inhale, and let's lean over to the left and open the right side. Breathe in and breathe out. And then come up through center, big inhale. Come on over to the right, open the left side, reach into the outer edge of your left foot, big inhale, big breath out. And then we're gonna come on up nice and tall. And as you exhale, bring your hands through your heart, bring your arms down beside you. And then sweep the arms up. Inhale, reach up, extend. And exhale, fold forward, bring your fingers to the floor. Step your left foot to the back of the mat as you breathe in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. Plank pose, inhaling. Chaturanga Dandasana on the exhale. Good. Urdhva Mukha Savasana, lift the chest. And Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Good. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Let's lift the left leg up and back on the inhale. Bend the knee, open through the hip. Straightening through that left leg on the breath in. Step the foot forward in between the hands. Left arm is up to the sky. Big breath in. You're twisting. Stay for the breath out. Reaching the left arm forward as it comes towards the ground. Walk to the right. You're going to come in between the legs. Lengthen the spine on the inhale. And exhale, fold in between the legs. Good. Staying here. Breathing in. And breathing out. Just one more like this. Inhaling. And exhale. And then take it to a flat back on the breath in. Come to a low lunge at the top of the mat as you breathe out. Switch it forward. Good. Step your right foot to the top of the mat. Inhaling, lengthen the spine. Good. And exhale, fold into the legs. And again, breathing in, you're going to come all the way up to stand. You're going to hook the thumbs above your head as you reach the arms up. Take a moment, ground the shoulders down. Lift up tall through the fingerprints, lean over to the right, open the left side, reach into the outer edge of your left foot. And then inhale, come up nice and tall, lean over to the left side, open the right waist, reach into the outer edge of the right foot, keep the pelvic floor lifted. Inhale, coming up tall, big breath in. Hands are going to come through the heart. Arms are going to come down, palms forward. Arms move forward and up. Big breath in, look up. And exhale, fold forward, fingers to the floor. Let's step the right foot to the back of the mat on the breath in. And downward facing dog on the breath out. Take it to a plank pose on the inhale. Chaturanga Dandasana as you exhale. Good. Urdhva Mukha Savasana and Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Really nice. Let's stay here. Take a breath in and open the mouth. Let it go. Good. This time, lift your right leg up and back on the breath. Step the foot forward in between the hands. I want you to pause there. Very good. Bring your back knee down to the ground. Hook your thumbs and reach your arms up to the sky. So find a crescent shape. If the thumbs hooked is too much, arms can come wide. And you're kind of moving the tailbone, the hip points a bit more forward and up. You can go into the back bend as you feel available. Let's stay for one more breath in. One more breath out, really nice. Slowly bring your hands to the ground on either side of that front foot. Find a breath in. Straighten the right leg for a runner's lunge. Keep the back knee down, let your hips lift up, curl the right toes towards you. And then flex the spine. So lengthen the spine on the inhale and exhale, fold into the leg. Let's do that one more time. Inhaling, lift and lengthen. And exhale, fold. Bend into your right knee, find a low lunge twist. Bend the right knee, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee up, take your right arm up to the sky. Low lunge twist, left ribs moving towards that right thigh. A little different this time, reach your right arm forward over your ear, circle it to the ground, walk to the left, go all the way to your left leg, extended side angle, left toes spin out, left hand can come to the floor. You could take your forearm to the top of the thigh. Bring your back toes a little more towards you as opposed to away. And then see about reaching your right arm over your ear, getting long through that right side. Very nice. Draw your tailbone a little bit more towards your right heel. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, bring your right hand to the ground, walk to the right, find triangle pose at your right leg. Right toes are forward, left toes spin slightly in, right hand can come to the shin, root into the legs, right? Feel the arches of the legs lifting, the thighs beginning to speak, the belly hugging towards the back body. Breathing in and breathing out. Bend into your right knee, take a peaceful warrior, nice and gentle. Use your legs to pick you up, peaceful warrior. Tip up and back. Chaturanga Dandasana, bring your hands to the ground, move through the vinyasa. If you want to skip vinyasas, you can skip them. You can modify. Beautiful. Let's meet in downward facing dog. And just take a moment, bring your mind into the practice. Pierce through all of the resistances with your breath and just bowing to Saturn, bowing to the teacher, bowing to the roots, the foundation. Let's take the left leg up and back on the inhale. Step the foot forward in between the hands. Stay there. Bring the back knee down. You can untuck the back toes or keep them tucked. It's up to you. Hook the thumbs and reach the arms up to the sky, finding that lift through the spine, hugging the thighs slightly in towards center and kind of pressing into the earth to get taller, to lift up, to find that sense of stability. Stay here, breathe in. Let's stay for the breath out. Hands slowly find the earth as you inhale. Runner's lunge as you exhale, straightening out that left leg, bringing the hips back, curl the left toes in. Lift the chest on the inhale and exhale to fold. And again, lengthen the spine, breathing in. And exhale, fold. Low lunge twist. So walk your hands forward, bend the front knee, tuck the back toes, lift the back knee. Left arm is going to come up to the sky. Let's take another inhale here and stay for the exhale. And then reach your left arm forward, and as it comes down, walk to the right and come all the way to your right leg, extended side angle. So right toes are going to spin out. You can bring the forearm to the thigh, right hand could be on the ground, let the heart open, root through the legs, and then left arm over the left ear. Stretch into it, give it another inhale. Exhale, take your left hand down and walk to the left, walk to your left leg. You've got triangle pose, Trikonasana. Toes spin slightly forward, maybe even a shortened stance. Left hand is down, right arm is up. And work from the earth to the sky. Finding all of that space with your breath. One more inhale. And an exhale. Bend into your left knee, use your legs, peaceful warrior, tip all the way up and back. Open the left side body. Chaturanga Dandasana, bring your hands to the ground. Move through it or skip it. Then let's come back to downward facing dog. Let's take a breath in and a breath out. Right leg lifting up on the inhale. Step the foot forward in between the hands. Bring the back knee to the ground, hook the thumbs, reach your arms to the sky. Big breath in, lift up. And let's stay for the breath out. Inhale your fingers to the floor, big breath in. Runner's lunge as you exhale, straighten through that front leg, hips come back to fold. Lengthen the spine, breathing in. And exhale, fold. Low lunge twist, top of the mat. Come through the lunge, reach your right arm up to the sky. Big breath in, let's stay to breathe out. Reach your right arm forward, take it to the ground, walk to the back of the mat. Find that extended angle shape. Left hand to the ground or forearm to the thigh. Let's bring the right arm over the ear if it's not. Let's take another inhale. Exhale it to the ground, walk to the right. Find that triangle pose. Once again, really trying to build the structure from the earth to the sky. Stay here, inhaling. And exhale. Let's do one more. Breathing in. To breathe out, left hand to your left hip, look to the floor, forward of your front foot, Ardha Chandrasana. Soften the front knee, shift the weight into the right leg, left leg lift, stacking the hips. If it's in your practice, bend your left knee, take left hand to the ankle or the top of the foot. Open the top of that leg, open through the heart. Keep the gaze steady, keep the breath steady. One more round, breathing in. And breathing out. Meet me in chair pose, Utkatasana. You're gonna release the bind, plant the feet, hug the thighs together, lift the arms, stay there. Give it another inhale, exhale, fold forward, bring your hands to the ground. Look up to prepare, step, jump, Chaturanga Dandasana. You can step, you can hop, you can skip it once again. Do what will serve you. Downward facing dog. Breathe it in. Open the mouth, let something go. Good. Last time like this, let's take the left leg up on the inhale. Step the foot forward in between the hands. Bring the back knee down, hook the thumbs, bring your arms up to the sky, up to the heavens, breathing in, stay for the breath out. Inhale your hands slowly to the ground. Exhale, straighten through the left leg, peel the hips back. Lengthen the spine, breathe in. And exhale to fold. Low lunge twist, top of the mat. Come forward, reach your left arm up to the sky. And take the arm forward, bring it to the ground, walk to the right, extended angle variation at the back of the mat. And feel the legs nice and strong, nice and awake now. Left arm over the ear. Let's give it a breath in. Take it to the ground, let's walk to the left, and again, triangle pose, Trikonasana. From the earth to the sky, open the heart. Breathe in. Breathe out, kneecaps are lifted, inhaling. And exhale, right hand to right hip, look forward of your front foot. Ardha Chandrasana, shift the weight, left hand is a little forward and wide. You can flex the legs a bit. And if it's there for you, you're gonna bend your right knee, take right hand to the ankle or the top of the foot, Shavasana variation. Try to keep rolling that right hip on top of the left, opening the heart. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let's stay for one more. Focus. Inhale. And exhale. Meet me in chair pose, please. Utkatasana. Bend the knees, plant the feet, lift the torso. Stay there. Really press the thighs together. Give that navel point a moment to turn on. Give it another inhale. Exhale, fold forward, bring your hands to the ground. Look up to prepare. Step, jump, Chaturanga Dandasana. Make your way through. Lifting the heart center. Coming back, Adho Mukha Savasana, downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. Take your right leg up and back on the inhale. And let's step the foot forward in between the hands. Let's come into pyramid pose. Straighten through both legs, shorten the stance. All 10 toes point forward. Lengthen the spine. Take a moment, just draw a little more length from the heart to the hips. And then exhale, fold into the legs. And just feel like the legs are turned on, like the muscles are working. You're kind of pressing the thighs to the back of the room. And then from here, walk your fingers a bit forward. Keep the hands under the shoulders, but find that lengthened spine. Bring your wrists underneath the shoulders, left hand underneath left shoulder. Look over to the right, and let's reach the right arm up to the sky. So we're finding a revolved triangle. Beautiful. And just pressing the thighs back, lengthening the spine, inviting in prana, inviting in life force. Keep it steady. And exhale, bring your right hand down, step to downward facing dog, nice and easy, nice and sweet. Walk your hands to the back of your mat, so come to fold over the legs. Yogi toe lock your big toes, peace finger and thumb, lengthen the spine on your inhale. And as you exhale, bend your elbows and bring your chin in towards the shin. Engaging through the pelvic floor, moving the pelvis above the ankles, the weight coming a bit more into the toes, into the balls of the feet. Still working that life nerve. Let's breathe in deep. Breathe out. Let's go nice and slow. You can lift your spine, bring your hands to the ground, walk it back into downward facing dog. Think of pressing the thighs back as you walk the hands forward. Lift your left leg up and back as you breathe in. Step the foot forward in between the hands. You're going to straighten the legs, shorten the stance. You're going to take a little pyramid pose here. All 10 toes are forward. Find some length in the spine. And then exhale, take it into the fold. And as you come into the fold, let the spine be pretty heavy and sweet, like soft. And just start to notice the legs, right? Where you're creating that sense of balance and structure. If the hips feel like one is higher than the other, make that adjustment with the feet. See if you can even out the sacrum. Coming back into a flat back, so we're just reaching the spine forward. Right wrist is going to align underneath the right shoulder, and then look to the left and start to reach your left arm up towards the sky. And you take the variation that works for you, right? So if you go a little bit deeper, you can go deeper. Deep, cleansing twist. stay with it, stay focused. Ujjayi breath. And slowly bring your left hand down, walk back into downward facing dog. Come forward into a plank pose as you breathe in, and lower all the way down to the ground as you breathe out, and make a little pillow for your head and just come to rest. You can turn your head, you can rest your forehead there. Relax the spine and find the earth. And just take a moment to notice what you're feeling. What's rising to the surface? Can we turn the volume up on what feels to be working in the practice? Can we turn the volume up on the heart, on the seat of compassion? Breathe in deep. Let's take a breath out. Bring the arms behind us, interlace the fingers, the forehead can come to the ground. You can walk the feet to touch or leave them about sits bone width apart. Press the tops of the feet down. Let's lift the upper body first. Let's lift the head, let's lift the shoulders, move the arms back. And then if it's in your practice today to take the legs up, take the legs up. And again, if you feel that a pinching in your lower back, then keep the feet a little bit wide. And think of pressing down to lift up. Give it another inhale and exhale, relax everything. You can turn your head to one side, the arms can fall beside you. Take a breath in through the nose and open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Let's bring the forehead to the floor. Let's reach the arms back behind us like wings. Let's have the palms face the sky. And then let's lift everything up that wants to come up. So you could stay with half again or lift the whole body up right away. The legs and the torso. And think of that long energy channel from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head. Let's take another inhale. And exhale, release. Turn your head to the other side as you come down. Breath in through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Let's bring the forehead to the floor. You can stay with either of these, otherwise bend the knees, grab hold of your ankles, please, or the tops of the feet, whichever variation you prefer. And when you're ready, you're gonna lift everything up that wants to come up. And you're gonna work here for a bit, breathing deeply. Staying connected to the breath and just allowing the shape to open, allowing the body to respond. Give it another inhale. And exhale, release, let it go, let the legs go long. Let's take a breath in again through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Make that pillow with your hands again and bring your forehead this time onto that kind of fake pillow with the hands, and then bend your knees and do very gentle windshield wipers with the legs from right to left. So just nice and easy, mindful of your space. And then please come over onto your backs and you can step the feet to the floor. Let's come into a constructive rest. Bring the feet to the ground, bring the knees to touch. You can bring the hands onto the body, close the eyes, tuck the chin. The neck is nice and long. And just take a moment here. Again, finding the earth. And just pausing to receive. Let's bring the knees into the chest. You can get a very gentle squeeze of the legs in. Let's take the legs over to the left and open the right arm. So you can keep the shin stacked. You can take another variation if you feel called. If you want to wrap the knees or even use some padding here. And let's let it be really easy, really simple and sweet. You can close the eyes. And you'll go slow through center and make your way to the other side. And let the shoulders relax. Relax the throat. Relax the eyes. Breathe in and breathe out, and then slowly come onto your backs. Hug the knees in. Take a moment. And take any last movement here. We're going to come into Shavasana to rest. And find a breath in through the nose, open the mouth, let it go, and completely relax. Satoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityomaham gamaya. Satoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityomaham gamaya. Begin to deepen your breath and begin to move through your fingers and your toes and just waking yourself up in the way that feels good to you. And when you're ready, you will come up into a tall seat. And we're going to sing and chant this mantra. You can join me when you're ready. And the words are there for you to see. Om Masatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityomaham gamaya. 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 Love, lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from the unreal to the real. From death to immortality. Love, lead us from darkness to light. Lead us from the unreal to the real. From death to liberation. Om Masatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityomaham gamaya. Om Masatoma Satgamaya Tamasoma Jyotirgamaya Mrityomaham gamaya. Breathe in deep and breathe out. Let's bring the hands together in front of the heart. Take a moment, notice how you feel and how you are participating in the construction of the energy field around you. All paths of yoga lead to the rising of Kundalini Shakti. Breathing in and breathing out. And we'll close with the sound of Om, inhaling. And bowing to each other, namaste. Satnam, Shanti, Shalom, Posh, peace, peace, peace. Thank you for a beautiful practice. The dogs are going wild. I don't know if you can hear them. Ooh, they're constructing their own energy field out there for sure. Well, thank you. That was lovely. I pray that you have a really beautiful day today. Get some rest, create, do all the things, and I'll see you very soon. Much love. Thank you.